what to make you go from scratch, you know, because
We're
basically,
just putting some yellow on the yellow.
yeah, put yellow on the
We're
yellow.
painting on
All over
this.
just anywhere.
Kind
This
of
is
an
my
even
palette.
coat, spread it
We're
out.
doing yellow and the
Yeah,
shadow.
yeah, let's get it ready to
Starting with yellow.
accept some paint.
So we're using the push brush
The push brush
into the yellow.
into the yellow. If it's too sticky, you can give your brush just a hint of turpentine to make it slide better. Now here's the deal, that the turpentine in this stand oil mixture in the oil paint will evaporate after you spread it, so that it goes on slick and
Very smooth.
it goes on quick and slick. But as soon as the turpentine evaporates, it immediately takes on a drag. And that's wonderful for the next thing you want to do on it. You're not taking up the first coat. It's staying put while you continue to work. And yet there's still enough interaction that it's like working wet on wet. You get that mixture. I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying, but it kind of gives you the best of both worlds.
Well, those years of time business, color come waste.
Okay, now, how many of y'all, are y'all done yet?
We're
Okay.
painting the whole lemon, right?
Yeah, paint the whole lemon.
Okay.
Now, did you do a thin coat or did you, I think, Beth, you didn't spread it out.
I am working on that right now.
Okay.
I got a lot of turpentine,
Oh, okay.
so I'm working.
All right.
I was videoing, so I had to stop doing that. So I got to paint.
All right.
Actually, still going, but
Okay.
now I'm caught up. Go ahead.
Y'all tell me when. Is Jenny up to par?
Yeah, she'll be
Okay.
ready. Yeah, she's got hers all coated.
All right.
I'm ready.
I really ought to wait for Jenny.
All right.
She went after her car.
Oh,
To bathroom. Bathroom?
I
Car?
don't know where she went.
I don't know.
I heard the door. So when it starts to get sticky, you stop because you're picking up your paint then?
Yeah, you can feel it.
Yeah, you sure can.
But keep everything thin. That way you can keep working. If you get it too thick, then you really are working wet on wet, and you can't do any of the dragging techniques that I use. And that's only if you want to do that, because if you're like Sue and you want to work wet and do very textural drawings, oh, this is great.
Do we need to wash your brush?
No, just wipe it off.
Okay.
Actually, not anything right now, because we're still working on the lemon.
Okay.
Jenny! Don't want to get a hold. She likes. Where did she go? I think she had a phone call. All right, let's move on. All right, I want you to take a little bit of the yellow, just a tad, and put it in a spot in the middle of your palette. Then I want you to get a touch of black, and just kind of just dip your brush a little bit, not that you're scooping it or anything, just dip your brush and put that in the yellow, and then just dip your brush in the red and see what you get. And that's basically, if it looks too green, you can add just a touch of red.
It's a warm
If it,
brown.
yeah, it's a warm brown.
I've used red and green to make brown before, but I never thought about using yellow. Interesting.
Yeah. Black and yellow make green. You add it to red, it makes brown. Or, yeah. Or black and red make maroon, and if you add yellow, it makes a brown. All right, so this is what I want to do with it. Can you see the shape here? It looks like a squash shape, like a yellowneck squash shape
Yeah.
of brown. Whenever I have a shape or an area to do, I mentally make a thing out of it, and it helps me get the right shape. So basically, I'm looking like, there's my squash shape right here. All right, so I will start putting my brown in there.
We're still using the push brush.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's,
Again, you can use a
if
little
it's too sticky for you, go ahead and get just a touch of turp. And it'll start spreading good.
This is,
You can tell what you like and what you don't like.
well, the azure red and the black paper. And it's a lime shape.
Now,
It goes all the way down to the bottom.
this is what I like, the fuzzy brush, I call it. The blending fuzzy brush, is once I put that in, I will just go back and forth with it. And it smooths out really nicely. Especially the edges. See what I'm doing with the edges?
So you're getting rid of your hard edges.
You can spread this. The stand oil in it keeps the paint pigment from skipping while you spread it. Look at this, how I've worked the edge right there and how blended it
Yeah,
looks.
that's beautiful too.
And here's another thing. Do you see down here where it's lighter again? Down here?
Yes. John, she's shining.
Where it's lighter down here? Here is where you can take your rag and just kind of press your thumb. If you have to, drag. And then take, and since it's a blending brush, I always wipe it off before I start again. But once I've taken it off with a rag, I'm going to smooth that. And it just helps me. Now, I know I'm going awful fast for y'all. Let me see what y'all are doing.
Grab mine too.
Yeah, stop with the brown because you don't need that much. And now just start spreading it out. Did you use turp with it? Yeah. It's gonna, what you can do is just blot it. And you might, since you added turp, you might have to sit and talk for a minute and let the turpentine kind of evaporate. Because it needs to, there needs to be a certain amount of drag when you're building up the painting.
What did I do wrong?
Nothing. Let me see how this is working for you. I think it's, all right, it's been sitting for a minute. It's evaporating. Now, do it from all directions. But when you were doing it first, the turpentine was still fresh, so it started streaking. But
Okay.
if you just let it set, the turpentine evaporates, and then you can just,
So I'm good
yeah,
now?
yeah.
Okay.
I would blot up a little extra, because down at the bottom, there's no dark. You'll see that, get that brown.
I see a dark edge. There's not a dark edge at the bottom?
Barely, maybe between that,
Yeah.
right there, but this whole section right in here
Should be real yellow.
should be more lemon than.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
could
like
you
here?
All right, wait.
What?
You're doing a fingernail. Why don't you blot it? Oh, no, toilet paper.
Okay.
You don't want water. Just blot.
What's that water?
Yeah. I mean, wet wipes? Yeah, that's just for your hands. But see, you got a streak going there. We didn't want that. You were doing a fingernail thing.
Okay.
Just,
So use
all right,
this brush
now, yeah,
Yeah,
now
back out.
start all directions.
Okay.
Okay. How's yours coming, John? Oh, okay.
It's not like yours.
Oh, I see. You know what, you're painting with your blending brush. Let me give you another one, because this one's too flimsy. Ha!
Do we need
This
to
is
clean these
good.
off with turpentine now?
No, just don't worry about it.
Okay.
All right, do this. Do more of a... I'm going to give you a bigger one. No, that's not it.
I think this is okay.
I'll try to put them all out.
It's already in the
Oh, here we go. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until the edge.
Sorry.
Make this real frame.